Girl, dad.
So you gonna bring Zoe here?
All my girl dads out there. Learn how to braid your daughter's hair. You got rub there?
Yo, you know what's funny about this video? Is what people were saying in the comments. So somebody said she got her Russell Wilson after leaving Future. Good for her. Somebody else said, this is the type of man I always saw her with, a king. Somebody else said, oh yeah, he's going to marry her. Somebody else said, we love a gentle giant. This one chick said, oh, he makes her soft, bro. Fellas, in a woman's brain, it's a fantasy world up there, okay? So a woman will leave a good dude to run back to the streets to chase a fantasy. The fantasy of turning a player into a sucker.
My nigga.
Now, this is actually a good look for him because listen, fellas, birds thrive in chaos, drama, toxic energy. A bird needs that to function. So this is good for him, right? Because here's the thing. I mean, let's be real. What type of dude will get with a chick who got 2 kids and she just had the last kid like 8 months ago? It gotta be a player because here's the move, right? If he's with Shorty, Kash Doll, they're gonna talk about him on the Shade Room. So now that's free promotion because he's just a football player, right? So unless you watch football, you probably wouldn't know who he is. But the whole game plan is to get with a chick who's popping. And once you get posted on the Shade Room, fellas, all you gotta do is lay back in the Maybach and kick your feet up. And the chick's gonna come flocking, okay? That's how it goes. So she left a good man, a dude who was really in love with her after the second child. And it's like I always tell you dudes, bro, a bird is going to use a man, then she's going to return back to the streets. She used that dude to be the father of her kids. And as soon as she had the second child, she returned right back to the streets because she needed this. This, fellas, is what keeps a bird around. And look, I'm pretty sure she's not going to leave him after this, but she's going to leave a good man. Look, matter of fact, I did a breakdown on this whole story so you guys could see the timeline of where we at right now because I pretty much predicted this whole thing. Check this out.
You hit me. You start following me. Hold on.
Oh my God, you liar!
Relax.
Oh my God!
Tell the truth.
No.
Nah, you start following me. First you started following me on Instagram.
And you slid in my DM.
Yeah, why you start following me?
Because I seen you on Meat page and that's my dog and you can rap.
So you were feeling me.
I didn't want to date you.
What you
I just thought you were a nice artist.
And when I DM you, what happened?
And I followed you and you hopped in my DM.
She found me.
Boy, you knew who.
So who started f***ing with who? Who was at who? That's how Detroit girls always do, bro. Whoa. Perfect. I'm just saying.
And
Who
you
won?
slid right in my damn DM.
Who won?
I didn't try to talk to you.
You started following me because you wanted to play the move. That's how girls do. They gonna try to, let me follow him first and then supposed to say something after you follow.
Yeah.
Like, you know how this chain of command
And
go.
you fell right in line if that's what you thought.
Look, you gotta respect her honesty. She told him, the only reason why I followed you because she thought he was a good artist. And keep in mind, she's also an artist herself who is trying to advance in her career. So she probably saw him as a stepping stone type shit. But basically what she told him is that she was never really into him. And see, that's why as a man, you gotta listen to women, bro. Because they will tell you exactly how they feel about you. But nevertheless, he still wifed her up.
I was talking to you.
me down shit if you not for me. And fuck that you deserve. Sorry you seen that baby show, that nigga from Detroit.
How he from
his
Detroit?
Mama is
And he,
Detroit.
his mama, you his mama from there.
Yeah, and the daddy is from
there. So what you saying?
And the daddy is from Atlanta. He's mixed.
We spend most of the
Nigga,
time
I gave you a lot
Where
of
most
love.
of the time
I gave you a lot of
Where
love.
most of the time
You know I couldn't fly to
Where
have
time
him
at?
here. You knew I couldn't fly to have him here because I couldn't fly at 32.
Not you was trying to fly to have him here.
Nigga. Yes. Because he would have been from here. He would have been from here.
Now, this is a man who attempted to do something no man has ever done before. He tried to turn a bird into a housewife. Even after she said this.
$10 a month for this ratchet people me shit is not worth it. Money not a motherfucking issue. Don't ever get it twisted. Hold on, rewind. Let's not ever get it twisted. Money not an issue. I got my own money. Maserati. $500 watches. Bitch, you see it, bitch. $500, bitch. You see it, bitch. The fuck? I don't know. Money not a motherfucking option. But my nigga gotta have money so I can spend his, and I'ma stack mine. The fuck?
A woman stripping or dancing, exotic dancing, is the equivalent for a man selling drugs.
It is. It's just that you're not gonna go to jail for doing it. Right?
But it's fast money.
It's fast money.
You
But
know,
I see in that task, yes, it is. It's fast money. You use it for what it is and you get out of it. And I did it for a year. I did it.
Okay.
Back in 2012, 13, right before I start rapping, that's what I did for a year. I'm like, and that's what gave me the confidence that I have. That was my problem. I will leave you at 2.5.
What?
Yes.
0 to 100.
That's why I just now had a child. I cannot, you what? You know? And then I had to be realistic, right?
Right.
And just think about, even just deep into myself. Like, be honest with yourself. Would you do that? Do you just expect yourself to just do this as soon as you meet somebody? Nah. And I think my problem was I always been single. So off rip, and we say we together, I give you me. It didn't take me time to get people away because I'd be single.
Right.
I cut people off for real.
Right.
Stop it. Get some help.
And that's why you always got to do a background check on these women, bro. You got to check a history, because if a woman has a history of being single, do you understand what that means? Do you understand how many bodies she got? She's prone to the streets, bro. She don't have what it takes to be in a committed relationship. That's not her. And that's why, as a man, you got to know your personnel, bro. You got to know the type of woman that you're dealing with. You can't save a woman like that. How? It's impossible. And that's exactly what this man attempted to do. And then look, as a woman gets older, what she's going to do, as far as a masculine woman, because this chick is very masculine. She's very independent driven. So in her eyes, she don't really need a man unless she want a man.
And that's why I date who I want.
Yep.
I make my own. I'm rich on my own without no partner. So I can date who I want.
So here's the reality. When a woman reaches a certain age, she wants to become a mother. And then she might use you sort of like a sperm donor. Because right after she had this man kids, look what happened.
What the y'all say about me? I feel like it's women. Y'all should we should put ourselves first anyway. And that ain't got nothing to do with just men. It's just period. We bring so much to the table. Posting something like that, it just goes to show how quick everybody pick up anything with your personal life. But when you drop it in an album or a song or merch or things that actually put money in your pocket, nobody pick it up, and because everybody wants to talk about you and put you down in your worst moments or laugh or I told you so, when none of our life is perfect and nobody have a perfect situation. All of us is human. We all go through things. Nobody is different just because of their status and their money. And I don't feel like no relationship would be perfect until both parties is ready. And that has nothing to do with what type of woman that is or what type of man that is. Just one person wasn't ready and one person could have been. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on. We all make mistakes. We get up, dust yourself off, try this shit again. Life goes on. Everybody. Let me tell you something. Everybody in this world goes through things in life. Nobody's life is perfect. Nobody. Okay, I don't sit up here and just talk about all my business on social media all the time, but I go through just like y'all. I can fall, I bleed, I breathe, I'm just like y'all. I am no different. I never claim to have the perfect situation. I just express it. you know, and through pictures and videos. I didn't hide my situation because I had beautiful kids out of it, but that's not my life of just sitting here pretending like everything is okay, because it's not. I don't know why y'all want to laugh at another person's downfall. That's Black Sure Blessings. I don't laugh at when other people go through things, because it is what the it is. Guess what? And it ain't gonna stop. Not after this relationship. Maybe not the next one. Listen, it ain't gonna stop. And y'all keep talking about a ring and being married. That shit don't stop neither. All that do is just make it harder for you to break up with somebody. All that do is just make it harder for you to break up with somebody. Because now y'all gotta go to court. That's all that do. It don't make nothing. Like, yeah. Look, I had my baby for me. My babies came from me. Because I wanted my babies, not to keep them around. I had my baby for me. My babies came from me. Because I wanted my babies, not to keep them around. So don't ever get it twisted. Don't act like, oh, she's just stuck. I ain't stuck. I'm rich. Boka. And then, especially when you have a little girl, you just be like, oh, no, I'm not dealing with that type of shit. I ain't down to play marriage, but y'all act like marriage is everything. You can break up when you're married, too. You can break up when you're in a relationship. You can break up when you're not in a relationship. So you can break up at any time. I just hate how y'all just make it seem like that's the way of life. So you want a woman to turn 30, 32, 35 without no kids because she waiting on it to do the right thing? You wait on it to do the right thing, you won't never have no kids. And we here to reproduce. So guess what? I had my kids. They here and I love them. They mine. Whoever got something to say about it. How about that? And why y'all keep coming on here talking about y'all sorry for my breakup? Leave me alone. I ain't sorry. What's wrong with my baby? What's wrong with her? What you just changed her? What's wrong with my curly hair? My little China doll. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Look at this hair, y'all. I ain't gonna get you going. Look at this hair. She is gorgeous. Closing this door. You smell it? Yes. 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 And you wrong for using Clarity bathroom. Yeah.
Fellas, this is how it usually goes. A bird main objective is to get with a sucker, drain his energy, power up, and return back to the streets. It never fails. And when a bird is done using you, she will now try to destroy you.
Me and my baby dad, we just, I think we just grew apart.
Yeah, that happened.
We really, it's healthy. Mm-hmm. We graceful. I just want him to be a great dad to my kids. Right. That's it. At this point, I don't think we just mentally are in the same.
Yeah.
It just ran its course for me.
I know Drake is a very nice person.
Yeah.
He's very nice. He's a gentleman.
Is it true that your boyfriend broke up with you? You took a picture with Drake?
Give me my drink. Give me my drink.
Like I had my hand, you and I, we took a picture together. I got my hand on your shoulder. With Drake hand low, then your mid back.
No, it wasn't. It was really friendly. It was a really friendly picture.
How?
It was real chill.
He ain't take it like that. He wasn't chill. He was on fire.
Man, the picture, I'm sitting down in the chair. Drake got his arm around me. That situation, though, with that guy, it was just...
He was, so, because if you taking a picture with a guy going to cause the guy to break up with you, he probably ain't for you anyway.
He just was just jealous. Some people don't understand their woman being around them type of men.
It's hard.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
Around the world to be recognized. And of course, I want to make sure that the young people of Africa...
Now look, the homie did come back and clean it up. He said, Akeisha Knight isn't going anywhere. So y'all need to stop trying. He's talking to the birds. He's telling the birds, yo, she ain't going nowhere. Okay, so y'all birds could fall back. And what he said, uploading something from last year to try and break us up. It's crazy. Yo, my man. Salute, man. Listen, fellas, this right here is what's going to keep a bird. And I'm just keeping it real, bro. This right here, whether or not he's telling the truth, I don't know. It's none of my business. But what I do know is drama. Birds love drama, bro. Listen, man. One of my old chicks from back in the day, one day, bro, look at me dead in my face and told me that shit. Yo, Q, I wouldn't be talking to you if other chicks wasn't calling your phone. Women need that. That's what she told me, dead ass. I was like, yo, cold game. Cold game. But fellas, once you ain't got this going on right here, bro, once you ain't got no toxic shit going on, don't waste your time trying to save a bird. It's not going to work. A bird needs this drama, toxic shit. It is what it is, man. But homie is doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the right thing, player. It is what it is.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.